What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Keep the donations to yourself. Hit the like button. That's how you support me. I want to jump right into it. Bhad Barbie is saying things about Chiefkeef that threw me all the way off in the interview. Next thing you know, the interview go viral. Everybody talking about it. They saying Chiefkeef groomed her, calling Chiefkeef a pedo and all kind of shit, right? She didn't like that, so she came out and started defending Chiefkeef. He not no pedophile. He didn't groom me. He didn't do none of this shit. You know, you got to be careful speaking on people like that. She feels like the media and the world is dirty in Chiefkeef's name now. But you kind of gave him, you know, the gaslight to want to do that, in my opinion, by speaking on Keef in that interview. I guess she used to fuck with Keef back in the day, you know, maybe before she was underage. And now she's saying that, now she didn't fuck with him when she was underage. But people saying, look, y'all been in a relationship. This weird Keef way older than you. So they put that under the, you know, petty act, saying that, you know, maybe Chiefkeef don't like us stepping to grown women. He like it better speaking to young women. It comes with a lot of less stress, or he's not confident enough to step to a grown woman. I don't believe that. I think, you know, I think situations play out in situations. I'm not saying I condone it, but, you know, Chiefkeef is like 27, 28, close to 30. I think Bhad Barbie is now 20 years old. So they both grown now. I mean, they legal. As crazy as it might sound, they both legal. So if they decide to make a decision to fuck with each other, then how we gonna put that under the petty act when it's legal? Now, I understand if she was under 18 and he was still old as hell, then maybe it comes off weird. I get it. But people got to understand, a lot of that shit be going on now. We got to be honest. I'm not taking up for it, but a lot of that shit be going on. Unless it looks like 30 years old and 15, then maybe it looks a little weird. People gonna get on your ass for that shit. That kind of feels a little petty-ish. But to be honest with you, I didn't see girls that's 16, 17 years old fucking with people that's 20 and 21 years old. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I have seen that. So to try to push Chiefkeef under the Rapist Act, I think it's kind of cold. I think a lot of people is failing to realize that a lot of these girls be fast as hell at that age, especially her. She was real fast. She had her OnlyFans, tattoos, doing all kind of wild, reckless shit. Rumors of fucking with all kind of people, from NBA YoungBoy to Keef to all kind of people. So, you know, I think we need to cool out with this, chill out on this. I'm not sure if Keef fucked with her when she was a little kid, but they did have a relationship. She got tattoos of Chiefkeef all over her body, multiple tattoos, and I believe she's not even fully 21 now. So I could be wrong on that shit, you know. But, you know, a lot of people feel like that's weird. So Keef is catching a lot of backlash. People saying Keef one of the freakies, man. They're saying Keef doing weird shit now. I don't know, you know. I try to stay away from perception and reality. Perception is, you know, if you're 17, 16, you got to fuck with somebody who's 17 and 16. But it's just not reality out here. You know, that might be reality for some of us. But for most people out here, you're going to see a 20-year-old guy try to holler at a 17-year-old girl. You're going to see a 22-year-old guy trying to holler at a 17, 18-year-old girl. We have seen that shit. I have seen it plenty of times. And your granddaddy did it too. Because how old is your granddaddy over your grandma? How old is your mama over your daddy? How old is your daddy over your mama? So a lot of that shit be going on. That's why I say I think people is playing with Chiefkeef's name the wrong way, dirtying it up. Don't get me wrong. Cash Me Out Girl, a.k.a. Bhad Barbie, she was very young when she was buzzing on the internet, but she became famous for being disrespectful. One of them hard-headed ass kids doing what the fuck she wanted to do, fucking and doing all kind of shit at an early age. That's why she went viral on the Dr. Phil show. So when she jumped in the music game, all the rappers kind of linked to her. You know, instead of saying Keef might have took advantage of her and did things like that, Keef was real young too. Now, don't get me wrong, because you 21, 22 don't mean you're grown, you know. So I think Keef was young mentally, and he fucked with her, and it is what it is. But I do think she tried to dirty Chiefkeef's name up. I think she tried to throw shots at Keef and then realized that the whole world is watching and love to make blogs and content about this shit. That's why I want to ask y'all a question. Instead of me speaking on it so much, because I can talk about this forever, because I see shit like this going on in the hood. I ain't condoning it, but I do see it. That's why I want to ask y'all a question. Do you think they going too far by calling Keef a pedo, saying Keef groomed this girl, you know, he older than her, she was a teenager, Keef was in his 20s, he the freaky man? I want to know, do you feel like that? Or do you feel like they playing with Keef's name? We see shit like this in the communities all the time. A 16, 17-year-old girl gonna fuck with a 20, 21-year-old. You know, whether you like it or not, that kind of shit happen. I want to know what y'all think. Leave a comment. It's the homie Truth.